G'day, g'day, g'day. What's happening? My name is Nick, and today I'm going to rant a little bit. Now, there's going to be tons of swearing probably in this video because I'm really fucking pissed off. So if you don't like swearing, hit the stop button, like now. Poof. Okay, so if you're still here, obviously you really love swearing and some bearded dude going fucking ballistic. Anyways, what happened? As you can tell by the title, I'm pissed off because I wanted to buy some stuff and I didn't fucking get to. It's not because I didn't have the money, it's not because they didn't have what I wanted, but it's because the salesman fucking blocked me from even trying. Now, I'm getting a bit carried away. I've recorded this video like 10 times, but I just keep going off on tangents. But anyways, we're going to try and keep it simple. The start of the story is like this. I wanted to buy a Fender Jaguar. I wanted to buy an EVH 5150 Mark III, the Fender one. Not the PV one that they did before, like years ago, which is a fucking awesome amp, by the way. I wanted the Fender, the one that comes in white, the 50 watt valve amp. And okay, behind me I have the Marshall. That's the MG, the HDFX. That's the 100 watt solid state amp. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's pretty good. That's the 4x12 cab there. That's pretty good too. But it's seen better days. It's on its way out, and to be honest, I think it's just about dead. Don't tell it though. It's on its way out, okay? So I wanted to look at this amp that I've been researching for a long time. When I went to the store, this is how I explained it, okay? So listen carefully and tell me if you understand what I'm saying. Oh, you can't tell me obviously because it's fucking YouTube. I said, "Hello, good sir. I've come in today to purchase a guitar and an amplifier." Now, before I get started, I've got to tell you, this guy had like, think of Noodles from Offspring. He's got those kind of glasses on, really, they're meant to be fashionable. On this guy, it didn't look real fucking flash, I've got to tell you. And he was like a silver fox, you know, he had the grey hair. But he was one of those younger guys with grey hair, like he must have been like 40 or something, but he had really grey hair. And he had one of those moustaches, you know the ones how they twisted. I'll put an image up to try and describe it. So bum bum bum. He had something like that, but he fucked it up somehow. And like, as you can see, I'm no stranger to facial hair, but instead of being a nice thing like this, he had like one pointing out at me, like kind of looking at me like that, and then another one going down like this. So I was really fucking like this. So put these three things together, the grey hair, the glasses, and this fucking moustache. So that just annoyed me. Okay, so I have to look at this while I'm getting angry. Now, anyways, so fuck, doesn't matter. So I said to this guy, I want this guitar, I want this amp. Take me to them, let me loose. We went to the Fender section, we walked past the Jaguars, and he picked up a Squire. I know that this is a Squire, but I think this will be really well suited to you. Yeah. And this is actually how he was talking. I shit you not. I've been practicing this impression for like hours just to get it right. Yeah, that'll look really nice on you. I'm fairly certain that you know that this is a little bit cheaper brand, but of course it sounds exactly the same as a Fender. Now, I just spent the last 10 minutes of conversation with this guy informing him that I know guitars. You know, I've played a few in my time. Look at my face, you know, I'm not young. I've seen a few moons, you know. So I've played a few guitars. I've owned a few guitars. I've got Gibson, I've got PRS, I've got Ibanez. The only thing I'm missing is a Fender. Okay, so let's speed this along because I'm rambling on. So he hands me the fucking Squire, talks to me like a complete dick, and it's a put-on talk too. The way he talks is not his natural tone. When he gets home, he goes full bogan. If you don't know what bogan is, it's when it's in Australia and you're like, "Yeah, what's up, mate? What's going on? Fucking got the missus out the back there. She's doing this." That's bogan. This guy that's talking like a real connoisseur. "Yes, that's a very fine guitar. It's seen many famous stars. It's the pinnacle of guitar enthusiasts." When he gets home, he gets down to his fucking drawers. "Hey, go make us a sandwich, Sheila, would ya?" That's just how I picture it anyways. He's faking this fucking accent to me. Not an accent, it's just a verbal tone. And I said politely, look, no, that's not what I want. Let's move on. Show me your Jaguars. So he hands me this 7-string Ibanez, right? The one with the fan frets. It's a really nice guitar. He knows that I play 7-string guitars as well, but going from a previous conversation, he goes, oh, he likes 7-string guitars. He's definitely going to want to look at this. So he left from the Fender section to go get this fucking Ibanez. And I said, whoa, dude, where are you going? Camera, hello. And he said, yeah, I remember that you actually like 7-string guitars. You should actually check out this Ibanez. It's actually rather sensational. And I said, yeah, but is that a Jaguar? Is that like that an actual Jaguar? And I'm getting really like pissed off, and I'm having trouble hiding my anger at this point. I'm sorry, I don't want that one. I really don't. Like, I've already got what I want. What I want is a Jaguar. Okay, so anyways, we go back around, and he goes, what about the Kurt Cobain signature Jaguar? You'd really like that one. Of course you'd be a fan of Kurt Cobain. Well, yeah, no shit, everybody is, but I don't want that one because I don't like the road-worn finish, you know. So this is me just telling him what I want. And I'd already told him earlier that I want a new model, or the newer model. We had an argument about this Kurt Cobain guitar. I said, I don't fucking want this one. Okay, I know what's up your alley. I've got just the guitar for you. I know you would really like this. He hands me a fucking Schecter. Okay, a fucking Schecter. Now, all of you guitarists out there, right? If you're in my position right about now, you're fucking... Your carotid artery is just about to fucking explode, right, and paint the wall. I kid you not. I'm holding a Schecter in my hand. It suddenly appeared, and I'm looking at it, and I said, wow, that's pretty fucking metal, dude. It's not a Fender. Fuck this. Just show me your fucking amp then. The 5150, right? The EVH. Yeah, that's a really good amplifier. We have a 15-watt version. Would you like to look at that? No. I don't want a 15-watt version. I want a 50. Show me your 50 watts of goodness. Yeah, we might have one out the back, but perhaps you should bring in your amplifier to compare, or try and match your sound of your current amplifier. What the fuck would I want to match the sound of a fucking solid state amp for? I want to buy a fucking tube amplifier. I'm fucking... I'm getting worked up again. Why would I bring in my solid state Marshall, like load it into my fucking car, right, move it out of my house to try and match the tone when I'm in your fucking store? It doesn't make sense. This guy's just about to give me a fucking hernia. Why wouldn't he just show me the fucking amplifier? He knows that I own a Les Paul. He knows that I own a PRS. He knows that I want to buy a Jaguar. Why didn't he go get the fucking Jaguar, plug it into the 5150 and say, knock yourself out, mate? Jaguar, around $2,000 in Australia, right? EVH 5150 in Australia is around 2,500. So we're up to about 4,500 so far. Throw in the cab, you're looking at least another, I think it was about $1,000. So $5,000 worth of shit that I was going to walk out of there with. I didn't. He didn't want to pull this fucking amp out to let me play it to hear what it sounded like. And he didn't want to pull the Jaguar down. I didn't get to buy the guitar I wanted or the amp. Now, I've been getting a little bit hyperactive in this video. I've tried to make this video a few times, but I keep just breaking down and I'm losing my mind. When you go into a music store and you say to the owner, I'm a musician, I have been for close to 20 odd years, I want a Fender Jaguar and an EVH 5150. When you think about that logically, guys, and I know I've been rambling for a bit, but when you break it down to that simple sentence, it should be really crystal clear. I want a Fender Jaguar and an EVH 5150. If you're that salesman, you're like, hey, this is fucking Christmas. I'm about to sell $5,000 worth of gear without having to lift a finger. I don't have to sell this stuff to this guy. He already wants it. All I have to do is go out the back and get it, plug it in so he can actually play it, and get the money from him. Now, this guy that served me actually owned the place. He was the owner. All of that cash would have gone into his pocket. As a musician, knowing what I want when I go into a music store, I find it highly offensive when the person selling me a guitar is trying to outfact me. Now, when I say outfact me, he's trying to prove to me that I don't know much about guitars. Even if I didn't, it doesn't fucking matter. You're a salesman. Your job is to sell shit to me. And if I go in there with a specific order, you should just say, yes, good sir, thank you. I will take your money and you can be on your way. Obviously, people that go in there and ask for, let's just say, a Gibson Les Paul, they know what a Gibson is. They know it's expensive. And they're willing to part with their hard-earned cash to take that guitar home. You shouldn't question them. If a mum comes in and says, I'm looking for a guitar for little Timmy so he can learn, I don't know fuck all about it. That's when you go into salesman mode. You show this mum your range of guitars and say, this is a good option because of, or this is a bad option because of. That's your job. But to tell seasoned musicians who play in bands, who have recorded, who have... Fuck, I used to work in a music store years ago. You can't tell me what guitar I want. Simple as that. So you've lost $5,000 just like that. And I won't be going back in there because it was kind of belittling, actually, to be honest. You know, this guy trying to tell me that I didn't know much about guitars, but... well, it's your loss, buddy. I know I've rambled on a bit in this video, but the main thing I'm trying to drive home is, as musicians, we know what we want. Even if it's not the right choice or whatever, we're musicians. It's what we love. It's what we do. I brought some shitty guitars in my time, for sure. But I like my shitty guitars. I really do. I love them. They're my own guitars. They're mine, and I do what I want with them. To have a salesman try and push onto me something that he thinks might fit me is wrong. And if you're a salesman watching this, it takes 2 seconds to gauge if somebody knows what they're talking about. All you have to do is say, hello sir, what are you after today? And if they tell you, fuck, this guy knows what he's talking about. I'm not going to push the issue. I'm just going to let him buy whatever he wants and take the money for it. It's a good idea. My rant's over. I've just been going on and on, but it's a bit of a horror story. I don't know. Most of you are probably just saying I'm fucking being a sook or whatever, but you really had to be there to get this vibe I was getting. It was just impossible. No matter what I said or did, this guy just refused to get me the fucking guitar or the amp that I wanted. Fuck knows why. I don't know why. I might actually make a quick video shortly, just as a beginner's guide to buying guitars. Because if you go into this particular store without knowing these a few tips, this guy's probably going to sell you his fucking mother's cat. What the fuck are you going to do with his mother's cat? Thanks guys, I appreciate you watching my videos. It's really awesome, and I appreciate all of your messages and you contacting me and things like that. It really helps me out. So all of the thumbs up I've gotten lately is absolutely sensational. Thanks for watching my video guys. Catch you later.